The video begins with a sweeping cinematic shot of bright studio lights, rising music, and a montage of unforgettable moments from America's Got Talent. Then it cuts to the familiar voice of the channel, warm and inviting, ready to pull viewers straight into the excitement of another unbelievable performance. Welcome back to the channel, where the most incredible talent, the most unforgettable auditions, and the biggest surprises on stage come to life. Today, we're bringing you the hilarious, unstoppable, and absolutely unforgettable moment when 7-year-old JJ Pantano walked onto the America's Got Talent stage and turned the judges' table into his own personal comedy roast. This kid walked in smiling like the stage already belonged to him, and by the end of his audition, he had the entire theater screaming with laughter and the judges totally speechless. The camera cuts through a burst of crowd applause as JJ steps onto the stage. He's tiny compared to the scale of the theater, but the energy he carries makes him look 10 feet tall. He waves confidently, flashing a grin that immediately melts the entire room. The judges smile back, amused and curious, especially Simon, who leans forward with that look he gets when he senses that something unexpected is about to happen. The host stands just off stage with a grin, already laughing because he knows exactly what's coming. JJ positions himself in the center of the stage with the confidence of someone who's been performing for decades, not a 7-year-old from Melbourne with a giant heart and a sharp comedic spark. The audience settles. The lights dim. The judges prepare. Simon lifts a brow. Heidi crosses her arms playfully. Sophia adjusts her hair with a bright smile. Howie leans in, excited. Then JJ starts speaking, and immediately it's clear that this is not your typical kid audition. JJ begins by talking about his family, his stage inspirations, and how he discovered he was funny because his mom laughs at everything he says, even when he's not trying to be funny. The crowd chuckles, already falling in love with his delivery. But then he pauses, looks at the judges, and the tone of the room shifts. The audience realizes that this isn't just a cute introduction. This kid is about to roast the judges. JJ looks directly at Simon. The crowd gasps lightly with excitement because everyone knows roasting Simon Cowell is a bold move that not many adults are brave enough to do, let alone a 7-year-old. JJ scratches his chin as if thinking very seriously. Then he says, with perfect timing, "Simon, you look really good for your age. For a man who's been alive since black and white TV was invented." The audience erupts. Simon bursts into laughter, slapping the table, shaking his head as if he can't believe the guts of this little comedian. Heidi covers her mouth, Sophia nearly falls onto her chair, and Howie laughs so hard he can't breathe for a moment. JJ doesn't stop there. He moves smoothly to Heidi. He says that Heidi is so beautiful she looks like she lives in a shampoo commercial, but she must spend a lot on conditioner because her hair has more shine than his dad's head after a hot summer walk. Again the crowd roars. Heidi is laughing uncontrollably, wiping tears, joking that she needs a minute to recover. JJ then turns to Sophia, commenting with hilarious charm that she has the funniest laugh on the entire planet, and that if she ever wanted to start a car but lost the keys, all she needs to do is laugh at the engine. Sophia laughs so hard that she slips down in her seat, nearly falling out of the chair. Then it's Howie's turn, and JJ calls him the king of comedy, the master of laughs, and also the judge who's scared of shaking hands, which is funny because JJ says he's only 7. And already has cleaner hands than Howie has ever seen in his life. Howie nearly falls backward as the audience howls with laughter. Even Simon is clapping, delighted by how sharp and adorable JJ's comedy is. But JJ's not finished. He builds the momentum higher, telling stories about being at home, practicing jokes on his parents, and how he once tried to roast his grandma but almost got grounded for it. He laughs, the audience laughs with him, and the energy in the room becomes electric. JJ paces slightly on stage like a seasoned pro, delivering punchlines with precision, pausing at perfect moments, and letting the reactions roll across the room before he continues. His comedic rhythm is so surprising that even the judges look impressed, nodding at how naturally he handles the stage. Then JJ delivers what becomes the highlight of the entire audition. He says, with the cutest confidence, that he wants to be as famous as Simon one day, but he hopes he won't look as grumpy as Simon does in the morning. Simon, laughing uncontrollably at this point, leans back, shaking his head, but the truth is clear. He is loving every second. The whole theater explodes into laughter again, and JJ stands proudly with a smile that shines straight across the stage. The judges look at each other in disbelief, realizing this kid isn't just funny. He's a genuine talent with timing, confidence, charm, and fearlessness. The audition continues with JJ performing a few rapid-fire jokes, each one landing perfectly. He comments on school life, on how hard it is being a kid, on how adults always tell him to grow up but he doesn't want to because he's 7 and being 7 is awesome. He jokes about his little brother being so messy that even the dog refuses to sit near him. The crowd is loving every second, laughing non-stop, and JJ seems to feed off that energy, growing more animated, more expressive, more confident. His eyes sparkle under the lights, and his voice fills the theater like he's been doing this forever. Finally, JJ ends his set with a brilliant closing line. He looks at the judges with a grin and says that he knows they're going to say nice things about him because he's already written some of the things they should say. The audience bursts laughing again, and the judges can't stop smiling. JJ bows confidently, and the applause that follows is enormous. The whole room rises to its feet in a standing ovation. Even Simon stands, clapping with genuine admiration. The judges prepare to give feedback, but they can't speak at first because they're still laughing. Howie eventually manages to talk and tells JJ that he has incredible stage presence and timing. He says that comedy is one of the hardest things to do, especially at such a young age, and JJ has done it flawlessly. Heidi tells JJ that he is adorable, hysterical, and unbelievably talented. Sophia tells him that he is a little superstar and that he should never stop performing because the world needs more laughter like his. Simon, grinning wider than the audience has seen in weeks, tells JJ that he is unbelievably brilliant and that he has something special, something rare for a child, or for anyone. He tells JJ that the stage was made for him. And then the voting begins. Each judge raises a hand, smiles brightly, and delivers their yes. The audience cheers louder and louder as each one approves his audition, and by the end, JJ has 4 yeses in a moment that cements him instantly as one of the funniest kid comedians ever to set foot on the AGT stage. JJ reacts with pure joy, jumping excitedly, waving to the crowd, and blowing a kiss toward the judges. The host rushes over backstage, scoops him in a hug, and tells him that he just crushed it. JJ's parents appear, emotional and beyond proud. Watching their son experiencing something amazing. JJ celebrates, hugging them tightly. As the camera fades out, the channel returns with an energetic closing message reminding viewers that JJ's audition wasn't just funny. It was iconic. It proved that age doesn't define talent. Confidence, heart, and passion do. And JJ showed all 3 on a stage where millions were watching. The channel invites viewers to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible stories and unforgettable performances from America's Got Talent and beyond. The video ends with laughter echoing in the background and JJ's shining smile replaying in slow motion as one of the most lovable and entertaining auditions ever.